Hello and welcome back to Ski365. My name's Pete. In previous lessons, we've learned about equipment. We've learned about the basics of stopping in a snowplow. As you know, we have a moving slope, revolving slope here. Today we'll get into moving up the slope, how to move backwards up the slope, and we'll get into the basics of turning in a snowplow. When we first start the slope, just gliding with the skis straight. Have to get our balance, not getting the skis too far forward or too far back. Now when you first start the slope, the slope will grab the skis and pull them back a little bit, as you'll see, like so. So you need to pull your feet forward into a slight wedge, stand up like so, and just feel what it takes to stay in place. Rotational effort, extension of the legs, same as in coming to a stop in a snowplow when coming down the hill. Okay, as you can see, a little bit more pressure, a little more rotational effort, and I start to go backwards. If I release the rotational effort, I'll slide again forward, toes in, heels out, come to a stop. 1, pressure on the front of the boots. 2, toes in. 3, tails out, legs extended. Weight even on both feet. Pressure on the front of the boots, we go directly down the fall line. Now if I move my weight to one side by tilting a little bit to the side, you can see how it changes direction this way. If I tilt over to the left side, I will go to my right. Come back to what we call neutral, tilt over to the right side, and I will go to my left. This is very basic and simple turning. Just shifting the weight. Nothing else changes. Pressure forward on the shins of both boots, on the front of the boots. Turn both feet in. Tails out. Just tilt the weight. Okay, to tilt over, there's 2 ways to do this. In the first learning, we talk about just tilting the shoulders over, which is the easiest. Tilt the whole upper body from the waist over. Bend up here in the waist. We'll shift the weight. Once we have a feel for that, we want to move on to something that's more functional for a long term, which is actually shifting the angle of the hips. As you can see, this side is lower, this side is higher. Come back to neutral. My hips are level. I push this hip down. Puts pressure on this ski. I go to my left. Back to the middle. Have a look, see the line across here, hips are level. Push this hip down a little bit. Puts more pressure on the ski on this side. I will turn to my right and back to neutral. Now this is very important, that we learn to move from the center of the body right from the very beginning. Rather than tilting the shoulders over, we don't want to bend here. Bending here works, but it's not very functional and will put you into an unnatural position. Okay, have a look at the lines on my jacket. As you can see, straight up and down here. My hips are over slightly, but I keep my shoulders level. Work from the hips, keeping the shoulders fairly level. Now the shoulders will go with the hips a little bit, but the force comes from the hips. If we want to make the ski turn a little faster, we do the same movement. Feet in, pressure on the front of the boots, toes turned in, tails out, hip down for pressure, and then just a little bit of big toe. From all of us here at Ski365, thank you for joining us today. We look forward to helping you and your family have a more rewarding snow sport experience.